Just keep it still. Yeah, just hold the camera still. Matty, you're in, middle. You're in.
Oh, man.
Intro.
Why have you got 2 mics on?
Because one's from the other camera.
JKC round
so
one.
I only need one. I only need this one. Let me check it's on.
Yes, I'll fix it, yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
We're here again. Junior Kart Championship at...
Start again. I'll instruct you.
Are you going to
You go for it.
Morning. Here we are again at the Kart Championship 2026. We're at Warden Law up in Sunderland. It's Friday the 20th of March and we're ready to do this all over again, aren't we?
It is. So, new chassis for this. So it's our first national for this year. We've done some testing before that. You've seen that on our Instagram, etc. Zach's got a brand new suit, but it doesn't fit him.
It's too big.
So it's too big. So it's a bit big. So he's gone back to his other one. Matthew, what do you expect this year?
Hopefully some more trophies. We set the bar high last year, so same again.
Fingers crossed, and we've got lots of drivers out today. So this is part 1. Make sure you try and watch the end, really helps us. And a big thanks to our sponsors, Grand Prix Raceway. I'll put it down there and I'll talk about them a bit more later on in the video. Right, let's get racing, shall we?
See you later.
A full-all-in events card. So I'll go and take you through, shall I? So we've got lots of juniors. They've all had new frames. Kelly Bishop. And over here we've got the data station.
We didn't catch practice 1. It was a little bit hectic first thing, trying to get the kart ready.
Going out for second practice now.
Get Zach fitted into his suit.
Not a great deal to do with the setups. Zach just complaining about his brakes a little bit, but he was on black pads, he prefers red pads.
So we've gone out, learnt the new tracks, it's a new format.
It's because it's a roaring paddock that you can't start your engines. I can't bed his pads in, so he's going to have to bed him on track. Right, let's get him on grid.
Go in, go all the way in, stick to the left-hand side.
It's a busy grid.
Hopefully that's getting Andy going in.
It's a lovely landing.
And it's glorious.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
I know, and it's going to stay like this.
I hope so.
All
If it does,
weekend.
it's going to be our first dry weekend this year.
I know. We don't need any more of that thing that makes us a little bit wet.
Oh, that damp stuff.
Yeah.
No, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that. All right, have a good weekend.
I had my own camera this time. Zach, you are on new red pads. I can't bed them in because we're not allowed to run the engine, so you're going to have to bed them in on track. Okay, so when you first go out, they're going to be a little bit...
Okay, just waiting to go out. This year there's been a huge uptake of drivers. We've all signed up to take part in the Kart Championship. Last year there was a junior primo grid and there was a junior grid. This year we have a junior primo grid and 2 junior grids. And equally with Honda, we've got 2 grids on that as well. So massive uptake of people this year. So it's a really popular championship. This is the first round. Sometimes you find people join the first round and then they drop out after that. So it'll be interesting to see how many people stick with this and do the whole season.
So there's a lot of juniors out this weekend. In total there's 64 juniors. That doesn't include the primo drivers. I think that's a full grid as well. So So the Kart Championship's really jumped up in popularity. You can tell because the paddock is so busy, you've got hardly any room for any more awnings. So they've split them down into 2 groups. Zach's on track now for practice. And he's looking good.
So Warden Law's had its track redesigned. So they've made it longer. They've put a few more bends in. I'm sure there's a diagram somewhere that shows the difference, which I'll try and get Andy to add on here so you can see. So this top end over here is where it's changed. Yeah, we've got some extra bends in here, all the way up the top here. That's been slightly redesigned and adjusted.
Okay, so screw it near and done. That was nice, quick and easy. So, a little bit of tinkering. Zach says he's got no grip, but that could be his tyres knackered, so let's throw him out on the 3rd practice, see what happens.
So the drivers are getting ready for practice 3 of the day. I'm heading across track, going to a little spot where Dan Ashton has put some extra tyres to make it extra safe. Just try and watch the driving from the other side of the track. I can hear the engines revving and they are literally starting to come around now. Oh, there's one off on the grass already. So I'm stood over on the far side by the chicane. All over the place. He's come out on new rubber, so he's just trying to wear his tyres in. As I was saying earlier, this is the bit of the track that they've adjusted, this top end. New drivers have been split into 2 sessions, group 1 and group 2. In this group we've got Elijah Hazelwood, Isaac Jameson, just coming through now, and Zach Jennings. That's quite a way back compared to the other 2. Eli's coming out on the back of the grid, working his way through the pack.
Welcome, this is Driver Spotlight time in association with OTM. We are with
Isaac Jameson from the X-Kart race team.
So Isaac, you are part of the X-Kart team, you
Yeah.
said. So what did you do last year, 2025?
So last year I did Primo and Super 1 and a few flip rounds.
How did you get on the Primo?
Primo I think we came 10th overall in the championship. Don't even know where I came in Super 1 if I'm being honest. It wasn't the best of championships for me.
So was it a challenge last year?
It was a very big challenge. Obviously the grid was a bit bigger than Primo.
Yeah.
Obviously more experienced drivers, but I also got fired off quite a lot of the time. So.
Okay, so let's move forward to 2026. What are you doing in 2026?
Funny enough, I'm also doing Super 1 again.
Okay.
But this time I'm going to hit it definitely a lot harder. But I'm doing JKC the normal version instead of the Primo version.
Full junior.
Yeah, full junior. So there's going to be a lot more talented drivers, a harder grid, which I'm very much looking forward to.
So what's going to be your challenge this year?
Probably all the experienced drivers, really. Other than that, there isn't really much to it other than the drivers. And obviously improving myself.
Improve yourself.
As a driver.
Okay, so anyone you want to say thanks to?
Gym Bound, CEL, and just the X-Kart race team in general.
Perfect. Well, we'll catch you at the end of the season.
All right,
Thanks,
no worries.
Isaac.
Thank you.
Right, so we've had lunch break. A few little bit of changes on the car, just up the gearing. We've now got the race engine on. We always advise parents that on your test on the Friday, if you run a practice engine and a race engine, put your race engine on after lunch, just so the driver can feel how different it is if it is different, and also to make sure it's all okay. But yeah, so far, so good. Fingers crossed.
It's now the afternoon sessions. We have 2 sessions this afternoon, practices 3 and 4. We've strapped our race engine on just to try it out. Our last race weekend was at Shennington, and Zach forgot to put the flap up on the final. So we're hoping that he's not caused any damage to the engine, but we're putting it on now just to try it out and see how it goes. We've got all the drivers arriving, getting onto the dummy grid. Okay, so once again we have Andy and Landy as our grid marshals. They support the Karting Championship throughout the year. Getting ready to go out for the last session of the day, practice number 5.
A few changes. So we get on. Just about to go onto the grid.
Right, this is it, last session. I know Zach's not a fan of the new layout on this track. We've changed some bits. He wasn't happy on the last session, so let's hope this session is better for him. Right, they're all starting to come out onto track. Is he going to come out near the back again, or is he going to come out with Isaac? No, there's Elijah Hazelwood and Isaac, and no Zach. There he is.
.41.
Okay.
What did you get before?
His best was 54.3.
Okay. To be fair, the track's dropped off a little bit.
I say he's not a happy driver. Was he
No, he's
going
not
out on
happy
this
at all.
session?
That's Friday practice done. It's been interesting, up and down. I think Zach's frustrated, although we got a new chassis this weekend. It's a new track layout. He's used to the old track layout. He's finding it difficult to grasp, and then on top of that, we've got setup issues. So, what do you think?
I think he's just settling in. He's just getting used to it. And the trouble is, once he gets something wrong, or something is wrong, that's it. It sort of sends him into a negative sort of mood, doesn't it? So we're changing a few bits. We're trying to make it better for tomorrow. So fingers crossed for a better day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, anyway, thanks for watching. Part 2 will be out whenever I get it out. Yeah, we're in frame.
What are we saying?
It's been a shit day, basically.